Hi, I'm Scott Swenson. We're at Lynn's Propane Trucks. We've got another stock truck here for you today. It's a 2022 Peterbilt. It's got a 3,400 gallon tank, Allison automatic transmission. As you can see, this thing is chrome, stainless steel, and aluminum all over. We've got the two air horns up top with the chrome snow shields, stainless steel exterior sun visor, stainless heated mirrors, stainless grille, chrome bumper. You see up here in the headlights, we've got strobes. Those work in conjunction with one on the rear head of the tank. They're on a factory rocker on the dash. Also, we've got aluminum wheels, aluminum steps, aluminum fuel tank, stainless deck, stainless meter box, stainless fenders and fender brackets. Let's head into the cab and take a look at a few of the options in there. To the left of the steering column here, we have two factory rocker switches. They're controlling our work lights. So we've got two work lights on the rear of the cab and two on the rear of the tank. So those illuminate all around the truck. Really nice option for safety. You guys are making nighttime deliveries. They can see where they're working. Over here on the dash, we've got two 12-volt receptacles for your GPS, phones, tablets, whatever it is you need to charge all the new electronics and gadgets people are using these days. These do come in handy. We've got the selector switch for the Allison 3000 transmission, concert class radio, USB auxiliary port, Bluetooth. With all the Bluetooth laws, it's pretty much becoming a standard option to have Bluetooth in the trucks. Locking rear differential. And then down here we've got our regen. But just to the right of that, we have our strobe light switch. So we have, as we saw before, the two strobes in the headlight enclosures, and then one on the rear head of the tank. Really nice option. Doesn't matter what direction traffic's coming from, you're going to jump out at them. Up here we have our monitor for the backup camera. So there's a camera on the rear head of the tank. This is tied into the reverse circuit. Whenever you put it in reverse, this will come on. Really nice safety option. It completely eliminates that blind spot directly behind the cab. It takes a little getting used to, but once you do get used to it, you don't want to back down driveways without it. Moving down here, we've got a custom printer stand in every truck. So as you can see, this thing is solid. It's custom made to this cab. So it's not going to be rattling as you're driving down the road. We also put an aluminum ticket holder here, help your drivers stay organized. You know, we see a lot of things stacked up on the dash, piled on the floor. They've got wooden boxes, all different ways to deal with it. But this is nice, helps keep them organized right in the cab here. This truck has a 3-function remote, PTO, throttle, and e-stop. It's really nice. You can haul the hose out to the customer's tank, right from the tank. Kick the PTO on, kick the throttle up. As it fills, you kick the throttle down and shut the PTO off. Your pump is running less, 1. 2, your drivers are carrying them because they're using them. We see a lot just with the single function here. They tend to live on the dash because the drivers have no use for them. It's the law. They carry these on every delivery. So if you make it useful for them, it tends to happen a little more often. But this is a nice option. Be able to control everything right from the customer's tank. This truck has corner windows, as you can see. Also a nice option. Completely eliminates that blind spot that you have off to your side. You just glance over your shoulder in your mirrors and you can see the entirety of the side of the truck. Really nice safety option. Let's head to the side of the truck and we'll take a look at a few more options. So again, we've got the aluminum wheels, aluminum battery box cover with the aluminum steps, aluminum air tank, stainless heated mirrors. We've got our stainless grab handles. This truck is just dressed to the nines. It's a beautiful truck. Aluminum fuel tank. Moving back, you'll see we've got the spring-loaded chalk block holder. Rubber in the back, rubber in the front, so they're not banging around while you're driving down the road. Spring-loaded, so they're easy to use. Secured load, so you're not going to be getting a ticket for an unsecured load. You don't have the bungee cord going across. You have to undo every time. Flick it down, flick it up. Nice and simple for your drivers. Stainless fenders, stainless fender brackets. Behind this tire, we set these back a little bit so that you can't pin them between a snowbank and tear them off. Because of that, we put this stainless spacer here to help keep the grime off the rear deck. Let's take a look at the rear deck and look at that a little more closely. First thing on the back of the truck, you'll notice the lower deck. everything back here is within your working height. The meter, the reel, the load lines here. A lot of builders, most builders actually, you see they've got the prefabricated deck. You got the chassis rails that come out behind the rear axle. They'll take that prefabricated deck, bolt it right on top of the chassis rails. It's nice and easy. The problem with that is it raises up everything above your working height. Your hose reel's higher. The liquid load lines are higher. Meter's higher. Everything you're working with on the back of the truck is higher that way. With this, we drop the back deck so that everything is within your center of gravity. Everything's within your working height. If you'll also notice, the load lines here, the vapor and the liquid, they're angled and they're lowered. So you've got the 2-inch line at your plant that you're bringing up. In the winter, it's cold, it's not flexible. Come right up under your shoulder. It lines up at the right angle. You can thread the Acmes right on it. I see so many drivers struggling with it up over their shoulder, trying to get the right angle, trying to get it lined up so that those Acmes will thread on, whether they're on a milk crate or wherever it is. It's not safe. This is nice and easy and simple for your drivers. Moving over to the meter box. Oversized meter box, stainless steel. Inside the meter box, we've got a shelf. You keep your gloves, fittings, anything you want to keep handy while you're working. Also on the side here, we've got a bottle holder for your leak check soap. In the summer months, we see a lot of guys just keep a can of bee killer there, so it's nice and handy for them. LC meter, LCR2 electronic register, 2-stage preset. That means you want to drop 286.9 gallons. Set it before your delivery. It'll drop it right on the money every time to the 10th. We also keep the hose end nozzle in here. Keeps it clean, dry, dirt-free, ice-free, snow-free. And it's nice and handy. Easy in, easy out, secured in the meter box, clean and dry away from the elements. Moving over here, we've got a Henne reel, polished aluminum. It's spec'd for 250 feet of 1-inch hose, comes standard with 150 feet of low temp 1-inch hose. We've got the Guide Master on there. Really nice option. If you don't have this, you're basically guiding the hose in by hand. Anything that hose is dragged through, mud, dog droppings, whatever it is going to end up on your gloves. With this, it's easy on the back, keeps you nice and clean. You're just guiding it onto the reel, nice and simple. You'll see the extra room we've got here. This is not reeled up tight or perfect. In the winter months, your guys are out hustling, making 30, 40, 50 deliveries a day. They're not winding this on perfectly, even though they have the Guide Master. They're throwing that hose on there and getting to the next delivery. As you can see here, we've got plenty of extra space. A lot of these reels are spec'd close to what they're going to fit. So this is 150 feet of hose, not reeled up perfectly. You don't have to worry about it fitting on. When it's tight, it's lopping over the drum. You're getting it caught between the drum and the frame, nicking your hose up, shortening the hose life. It's rubbing on the bottom deck as well, shortening your hose life. So this is nice and simple. It makes life a lot easier for your drivers, and that's what it's all about. Up top here, we've got our backup camera. So we had the monitor over on the passenger side, mounted right by the spot mirror and the other mirror there. It makes it nice and easy, because even though you've got the backup camera, you're still using your mirrors to back down driveways. You can glance on the driver's side, then you glance over to your passenger side mirrors, and your monitor's right there, showing you exactly what's behind the truck, completely eliminating the blind spot directly behind the truck here. Really, really, really nice safety option. Below that, you'll see the strobe. That's got the factory rocker on the dash, working in conjunction with the 2 in the front headlights. On either side of that are the work lights. Also, factory rocker on the dash, working in conjunction with the 2 on the upper rear corners of the cab. Let's take a look at the side of the truck. A couple more options. Again, we got the lower stainless deck, stainless fenders, stainless fender brackets, stainless spacers behind the fenders. Moving up, we've got a window in the tank rail here. That's so you can see the main valve. Typically, your driver goes to make a delivery, turns the PTO on, there's no gas moving. First thing he wants to do is make sure the main valve is open. If you've got the window here, you don't have your guys climbing under the truck, which they should never, ever, ever do when it's running, but it does happen. So with this, it's nice and simple. They can peek in, they can see if the main valve, if the actuator has actuated and the main valve is open or if it's still closed, all from right here. They don't have to climb under the truck, which is a serious safety hazard. Moving up, you'll see the aluminum after treatment cover. Stainless cover on the vertical exhaust. Again, grab handles over here. Stainless heated mirrors. We've got our 2 work lights up top here. Again, they totally illuminate the sides of the truck. The 2 on the rear of the truck illuminate the back. You make those late night deliveries, your guys can be safe walking in the snow and the ice because they can see where they're walking, where they're working. Inside the frame rails, you can't really see it. We've got an oversized PTO shaft, straight as an arrow. A lot of trucks we see come in here for service, they're cocked. You've got that universal, you're replacing that constantly. It makes it a high maintenance issue. When they're straight and true, there's a lot less maintenance with the PTO shaft. Also inside the frame rails, we've got all our wiring and pneumatics. Everything's color coded. Everything comes with a binder. Every truck comes with a binder. It's got diagrams of everything we do in it, and everything is color coded. You look on the pneumatics diagram, you see a yellow line. You look in here, you'll see that yellow line running from the front to the back. You know what part it goes to in the front of the truck, what part and part number it goes to in the back. Makes troubleshooting really, really simple. This truck's built, it's ready to deliver gas. If you have any questions, give us a call, 800-252-5467. We'll talk to you soon.